Hello everyone, welcome back. So I have a new chess scene here to show everyone and to analyze for the channel. This one is from the movie Searching For Bobby Fischer, which is a great chess movie. They put a lot of details into their chess scenes. The movie's a little bit old now, but I like chess, so I liked it. And yeah, we're gonna look at this puzzle that's at the end of the movie. They went to great detail to make everything very accurate. There's a lot of chess openings and accurate chess scenes, which I actually am bringing a lot of attention to because a lot of chess scenes in movies and things like that are not even having the board set up correctly a lot of the time. So anyway, let's go ahead and let's take a look at this one. Yeah, so last game of the tournament in the movie, and our main character Josh here is playing as the black pieces. We're looking at it from the black pieces perspective. As you can see, we got the 8th rank here, 1st rank up here. And I mention that because every time I show this position to one of my students, whenever I'm getting their answers on this position, they always think it's reversed. So anyway, that's just want to mention that. Okay, so this guy Jonathan here is the white pieces, and he declines the draw that Josh offers in this position. And he goes and after takes, and all these captures happen. There's this knight fork. Knight takes rook. King takes. And you'll see this question mark here. This is a mistake. And if you want to pause here to try to calculate and analyze this one, figure out why this is a mistake, go ahead. And after we go through and, see what happens, I'll show what he should have done instead. Because actually, the position should have been a draw. If both sides play the best moves, it should have ended in a draw, but he made this mistake here. And let's see what happens. So I'm going to go ahead and show what happens now. So the pawns just start running down the board. And the white pieces actually get to promote to a queen first. But when the black pieces promote, you'll notice there's this skewer. Skewers whenever there's a more valuable piece that has to step out of the way. And then once the king steps out of the way, the queen gets captured. And, if you've learned how to checkmate with a king and a queen, which is something most players learn how to do pretty early on when you start learning chess, if you haven't done so, I highly recommend that you do that. And most players will just resign here, like the white pieces do here. In the movie, he just knocks over his king, saying, that he resigns, and then that's it. And yeah, let's go back now. Now that we've gone through this, I'm going to go all the way back to when the king took this knight. Remember I said that was the mistake. That was the losing move. Usually you wouldn't think of, capturing a knight like that as being a losing move. But this is chess, so not everything is always as it seems. So what should they have done instead? They should have, instead of taking, they should have just pushed their pawn. And let's see what happens. So push, push, push. Both sides are just pushing their pawns. Knight f7 to delay that pawn from promoting, because now the knight controls h8. King to g6 to get rid of that knight. Knight h8. Now in order to promote the pawn, the king is going to have to take the knight and then have to move out of the way. So it's doing everything that it can to try to make it take longer for the white pieces to promote. And this buys time for the black pieces to get their pawn a little bit closer. Promotes, and now if you notice, there's no skewer because the king is not on e5, right? There's no knight there, so that means there's no knight getting captured on that square anymore, so that means there's no skewer that can happen anymore. And so, yeah, it's kind of interesting how taking the knight actually is the losing move. But that happens in endgames and in chess in general. Sometimes things that are weird just happen like that. Alright, so that's going to be it for this one. Yeah, thought it was a great chess scene. They put a lot of work into the scenes in this movie. And, yeah, I recommend it if you want like a family-friendly movie that, is safe to watch. Because, you know, some movies are not always safe for kids if they're really into chess and things like that. Anyway, like certain Netflix series that have some things in it that might not want kids to see. Anyway, moving on. Okay, so yeah, thanks for checking this out. See you later.